If you want to just introduce yourself and just give us an overview of the game.
Alright, I'm Taylor Dell. I'm a designer on Planetside 2, and this is the game right here. It is a futuristic MMO FPS, which means it is a massively multiplayer first-person shooter. And when I say massively, I mean massively. You know, most first-person shooters can get 16 people on a map or so. We have about 1,000. You know, that's a big fight. Maybe 50 on the smaller side. So we got a few more people on this map than most games have. So the premise of this game is that it takes place in the future, and we have 3 factions, and they're vying for control of this planet called Araxis. We have the Terran Republic, which are the military, and they're just trying to keep the peace, and they're trying to quell all sorts of things that are going on this planet. We have the New Conglomerate, which they want freedom, and they don't want oppression, and they're fighting for their freedom and freedom, freedom, freedom.
Tea Party.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and then we have the Vanu Sovereignty, which are using alien technology to further humankind, and they have to get rid of these other factions that are trying to stop them because they're not as advanced as they are. So they're all just fighting for these bases that are on this planet. So you can see this map right here has the 3 faction colors on it, and you can see which bases each one has. So the premise of the game is you pick a faction and you go in and you shoot the other guys until you get their bases. And then when you capture the base, you do it again. So we have 6 different classes to do that. We have your infantry.
Earth is cool power.
Right over here we have the infiltrator, which is a sniper, and they shoot from long distances. Light assault, heavy assault. We have engineers, we have medics, and we have the big friggin' robot, which is right here. It's a big robot. It's cool. You know, you can't go wrong with a big robot, right?
Right.
And then there's all sorts of vehicles. We got this thing which fits 12 men in it, and will transfer to wherever you want to go. You know, we got some smaller ATVs. We got the Harasser, which is a 3-man vehicle with a big gun on top of it. That's cool, right? Big guns. So you're just going to use these tools, and you're going to fight your way to the top. Now the cool thing about this game is it's completely free to play.
So we're getting 7.
And that means, you know, if you don't have a lot of money but you still want to play it, you're good to go. Most free-to-play games are like, oh yeah, we're free to play, but they don't really mean it, you know, like it's free, but to have any sort of enjoyment you have to spend money, not with this game. You know, we want every single one of our players to have a good experience. So anything that you can get with money, you can also get with cert points, which you just get by leveling up. And if you want to pay for the convenience of having it now, you can pay for it, but it's totally up to you, totally optional.
So you keep it balanced, so it's not just a pay to win.
Right, and you know, all of our players, because it's a PvP game, you're playing against other real players. You're creating content for other people just by being in the game. So you don't need to give us money, you know, just because you're in the game, you're helping us out, so we want to help you out, you know? So if you don't have the money to play, we got your back.
Great. Can we see some of the gameplay?
Absolutely.
Not to mention the styles, which become exclusive because we change out styles.
So here's the map right here. As I mentioned, it's a really big game. We have 3 different distinct maps at this point. We're working on a 4th one right now. This is the desert map. So I'm just going to pick a spot and I'm going to deploy to it. And right away you can see there's some combat going on here. I'm playing as the Terran Republic right now. We're the red guys. So you can see some of these guys, they're holed up in here, and they are fighting the enemy that's up at that hill right there. And this is a really gorgeous game for one thing, you know, all of the graphics are super high end. I'm getting shot at, I'm dead. As you can see, it's also a really fast-paced game. If you're not paying attention, you're going to get shot in the back of the head. And that's something that we have that a lot of games don't have either. You know, you go into a map and you go shoot the guy and then you move on. This has, you know, there's combat from every single angle. There's planes flying above you that are shooting at you, and then there's the vehicles around you, and we're holed up in this tiny little base trying to get out. So I'm gonna suicide out here and run out so you can see what it looks like up here. I'm already getting shot at. But it's really a gorgeous game. See, these are the enemies and I'm shooting at them, and they're shooting at me.
Tell some iconic shots of their characters.
This is the NC guy that just shot me in the face.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
So platform-wise, is this strictly with PC, or do you in the future do you plan to make it cross-compatible with the PS4?
It is is right now PC only, but we are working on a PS4 version right now.
Great.
Oh no, that was.
So that should be out later this year. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Just get a wider audience, you know. And it's going to be free to play on the PlayStation 4 too. We're going to keep all the same things, you know. It'll be a little bit slower with the updates because obviously the PlayStation 4 has some more requirements than PC does for their releases, but we're going to hook our PS4 friends up.
Great.
Check that.
Anything else that you want to hit on?
This game, you really have to try it to get the expansiveness of it and the team play. It's really a team-oriented game. You know, you can roll out with a couple hundred people in an outfit and just do these massive military maneuvers, and it really feels like a real war is going on. So if you want combat, this is the only way to do it.
Great. Well, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here.
Fortress of Solitude. It's a deathmatch style map, and players start right opposite each other. They can see each other, assess their side, assess the team, and then they'll go right in. There's all sorts of power-ups going on. Hey,
not me getting shot in the face.
Okay, yeah.
How people have assignments here in this particular gameplay mode. Are you there, Mr. X? He's focused. He's focused. And people up and talk at the same time. So basically what people usually do, there's this central core right here, and a power-up will appear. Yeah, I was just wondering if you could kind of explain your strategy, what people typically do on this.
No, I like the above.
I was saying, can you explain to us kind of what the typical strategy is here for you guys, and you know, how you kind of run people through this map in terms of power-ups and stuff like that?
You see how big it is, right?
So being like the whole.
You having trouble here now?
Well, for the most part, we just have to keep us focused on the buffs and the support.
Oh, with purple coming in?
And the support is really important. Usually we have to support you with sustain. It's really a lot of it has to be fun, to be honest with you.
Yeah, in terms of when the power-ups cycle through. So you can see there's different power-ups here. There's red,
one of the
which is
robots for you.
offensive,
Cool.
FPS power-up, and you get the blue one, which is tank. Purple is both, so you really want the purple because it does it's like quad damage.
Dropping in.
Oh, you're dropping in on
Yeah.
the robot?
So
see these
this
guys
is when you deploy, you can select a spot to deploy on the map so you can go fight with your allies.
These are up 220.
And it'll literally drop you in. You know? So I just dropped into this place.
A lot of bragging rights riding on this right here.
Yeah, is there like inter-guild bragging rights at stake? Live at E3, iconic.
I'll deploy the robot now for you.
Do seats at the officer's table in your lair come into question here after these matches? I hope not. So basically there's a bunch of respawn points here too. You can actually respawn at the starting area, but there are a lot of respawn points up at the top as well. And like I said, you can get this power-up that will be spawning up at the top.
This is the giant robot I was telling you about.
I'll go through those tunnels really quick and show you.
And it's sort of a vehicle and sort of a infantry class, so it costs resources to spawn it, and you get those resources by capturing bases, and that's the whole goal of it, you know. So if I want to get my giant cool robot, I have to go out and work for it.
Here once in a while, checking on them, seeing if they're around, and if they are, they get them. There's actually one in the power core right now. The risk reward for that is if the door closes on you, the reactor core goes off and you get killed. Somebody just blazed through and got it. Looks like it was Kensei. Kensei got the red power up. So what he wants to do right now is do as much damage before that power up fades as possible. So you can see people just going down right now because of that slide. He's on the red team.
It's really one-sided, 460 to 80 now.
Yeah.
Those iconics.
Oh, look at all that. EG just went down. X is still up. X, you're still tanking, right? You're fire? Or wait, what are you right now? I don't think you can hear me very well. I have to get that worked out between rounds.
Yeah. Can you hear either of us, X?
break the group engine.
There you go.
Up on him.
And
I don't know, I snuck up on him in a giant robot suit, but there you go. I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah, are you watching the live stream right now? Is that why you're behind the bed?
There's one of our flying vehicles right up there. He's flying around, getting shot down.
Yes.
There's another one over there that's an enemy that I'm going to shoot at.
That's right.
I'm shooting at me over here.
So deathmatch is really important to break the group engine. You know, you've got to take out a key person on the group. Like you need to break the controller. You need to break the controller.
That was pretty cool combat.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's really complex. It's really in depth. You can customize your character a lot. So it's just a lot more to do than most first-person shooters have to offer.
It's crazy in Ace.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Thanks.
in Ace.